Yo, Dr. A and B. Yo, applying pressure on these devils with divine lectures. Student of Malachi, York, I am the rhyme center. I've been on it since 2000, I vibe better. Blue House, master third degree, it's life's nectar. I got that power of right knowledge, we call it second. They don't live it, they only talking right out their rectum. Pushing out that BS, talking and just pretending. These liars are gas, they frontin' in class. They hide behind signs and symbols and controlling the map. This ain't a game black from way back. You better change that, it's freedom in the music. They think I be the nuisance. They puppet master weak brothers and push them to confusion. These cowards claim they're leaders but misleading and abusing. Powers of the illusion, never live by the truth. And you call yourself elites, but I see you acting stupid. I'm standing up for real God soldiers building. Dr. A and B. Alright. I watch a lot of videos. So a lot of my commentary comes from just reaction to what I see. And what I see is a bunch of different types of situations that I think turning on that phone like I'm doing now, and saying things without the proper context of what you're building on is a disservice to the fact that you're posting something for people to see anyway. I think a lot of it is clout chasing and just you wanting some likes and smiles and pity. Because a lot of things that you're saying has to do with your personal issues with particular types of people, or but you go at a whole generation. I don't like generational beef, because generational beef is not fair to the generation that you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's not fair to the generation you're talking about. Like, in the sense of, like, I don't like a lot of things Gen Z does, but I don't have time to sit there and talk negative about Gen Z. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because when we were the young ones, Gen X, everybody had a problem with our existence, from the fact that we liked certain music to the fact that we even breathe. All right? And this narrative that's being pushed is just, all right, you don't, okay, Gen Z has their shit with them, just like Gen Y and just like Gen X and just like baby boomers. Everybody has a problem with somebody's generation. All right? And to me, it's just goofy. It's really goofy. Now, a lot of people that talk shit have their own issues. They're not looking within themselves. They're talking about other people based on their situations. There was a sister that came on here, and she said she thinks Gen Z men are boring. Gen Z men are not emotionally available, It's funny how everybody that's so-called a strong man or a strong woman, especially my sisters, and I hate to single y'all out, but a lot of y'all do this shit. Y'all talk strong and talk like you're a phenomenal woman and you're the one that got away and you're the best woman, but you asking everybody else to do shit for you, and then when you don't get what you want, you complain. You want a man that takes care of you. You want a man that pays all your bills. You want a man that protects you. You want a man that does all of these things for you. But then you shit on the person that don't do it for you because you're just not going to do it for yourself. Is that what the day that we're living in, where you just don't want to do it for yourself, so everybody else is not man enough to do it for you? It's not a man's job to protect you like that, to be honest with you. Especially if you're not in a relationship with them or they're not close to you like that. In certain essence, to be clear, I think men should be protecting women and women should be protecting men. The protection is different. Men protect your physical being. Men protect your whereabouts. Men protect your surroundings. Women protect your mind. You know what I'm saying? Women protect what they're supposed to. Not all of them do it. You know what I'm saying? Protect your emotionals. If you know what I mean? Women protect your wisdom. That's why they call the wisdom body in the 5%. That's why if you look at certain religions, they talk about the women in this esteem, because women, without being vocal, are very powerful. You know what I'm saying? Certain things that they do and certain things that they think and how they think about themselves and how they think about the world can shape manhood. You know what I'm saying? Now, how does that explain manhood? Manhood, when you say manhood, you know what I'm saying? There's certain characteristics that's masculine. Certain characteristics that allows us to be who we are as men. And then femininity. Certain things that, you know, dealing with feminine. When you bask into your femininity, certain things will just come out. It doesn't have to be explained. You know what I mean? So when you're talking about how men are not emotionally available and this, that, and the third, men are not necessarily emotional beings as much as women are. Men are emotional, but they're not as emotional as women are. So you're never going to get a man that's going to be emotionally available like a woman. You're never going to get that unless he's just fucking... And if he does, like I said, it's not even like a woman, because he becomes bitchy. You know what I'm saying? You don't want a bitchy man being emotionally available in that manner. Women, your emotions are stronger, but that doesn't mean you're bitchy. You know what I'm saying? You're just emotionally stronger, which means that you have more attachment to your emotions and more things are done with your emotions present. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing. It's just nature. It's what it is, right? You don't want a man to be emotional like a woman, because for him, it would be bitchy. And what that means is he will fucking cry too much. He will fucking, he'll whine so much. He'll do all these other things that are going to be annoying to another adult. You see what I'm saying? So we have to build context when we're saying that men are not emotionally available. You know what I'm saying? And then if he's not available to you emotionally, you get upset. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, slow your roll, bro. You know what I'm saying? When he's not doing what you want, then you become emotionally overbearing. You become upset. You become bitchy. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not doing what you say. But guess what? Men live in a world where nobody's going to do anything for them like that. Unless they're brothers and they have a tight union with his brothers and they're going to get help. And men are taught to help brothers, not do things for brothers. Which means, like, once we get to a point where you know how to, where I got you, now you can stand on your own 2 feet. Women in this society are taught to be dependent on men. You can't, right? The job of a relationship is not to be dependent on men, because you're an adult. You should be knowing how to take care. You should know how to take care of yourself. But a lot of women want the man to take care of them because that's the way they looked at it in back in the day. But in those situations back in the day, like in the 50s and 60s, women couldn't have bank accounts. Women couldn't have like certain things in their name because there was a man-ran society, and the laws protected the man's, you know what I'm saying, status in it. Once women didn't start getting bank accounts probably till like the 70s or 80s. And then they was always working, like, and certain women couldn't work. And most of it wasn't even fucking black women. It was white women. You know what I'm saying? So then when white women started doing actual jobs where they can accumulate a lot of money, they created the affirmative action and all the DEI stuff that you see, which was really for white women. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even for black people. It was for white women. You know what I'm saying? And then it became a black thing. And then became a race baiting argument for about 50 years. You know what I mean? So let's get some context when we're talking about what's happening with our men and our women. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta look inside yourself. Look inside yourself and actually like see if like you're actually telling some truth. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be truthful. Women in this society don't want to work, but relationships are work. I don't give a fuck what you say. You think those 1958 wives and mothers and all wasn't working? You think they was just collecting money to do their hair and their nails, or was their man bringing home the money to take care of the house? And she had to help freaking put those things in the right place, which she couldn't do without his name. That's why they have the marriage. When the marriage, like I said, whether right or wrong, marriages, that's why when you get married, right, they say, I now pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. and the man's last name. So she can actually access the bank accounts. So she can, so I'm saying, so she can actually, she couldn't do anything without a man legally. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can do things without men legally, so you can actually want to be with a person instead of have to be with a person. And you still talking shit like this nigga's supposed to just take care of you, right? Y'all take care of each other. If you really love a person, listen, men, brothers, kings, gods, if you want a real wife, she's gonna be willing to want to take care of you just as much as you're willing to take care of her. There is no fucking, or the man's supposed to take care of everything for me because, you know, all I got to do is no. That's not how it goes. And it's not just about cooking and cleaning. It's about doing your part to making sure the relationship is whole. You know what I'm saying? That's all that means. Ain't got nothing to do with all that other shit that y'all talking about, because what y'all talking about don't mean anything. It's just a bunch of falsehood and lies. You know what I'm saying? To satisfy who? Who we satisfying here? You know what I mean? Like, who we satisfying? So, I don't know, man. With that being said, man, I'm gonna jump off of this. And yeah, think about what I said, man. Also, so I changed my YouTube channel to Dr. A&B TV, right? I think it's Dr. A&B TV channel. I have the podcast that used to be A&B Radio Live. I still have the old episodes up there, but now it's called Dr. A&B TV Radio. The reason why I say TV radio is because I have visual and then I have the audio. And I kind of switch up the music on the audio all the time, but when it comes to the visual, I use the same. Like even for this episode, this is gonna be an off audio radio. No, so this is just a straight video podcast episode because I'm driving, and pretty much I do them right now. I'm throwing episodes up there, but there's gonna be a schedule probably like around March or April. You know what I'm saying? I got a new mixtape coming out in May called Rhythm and Poetry, right? Not the MC2 Rhythm and Poetry that I did 12 years ago. Rhythm and Poetry is a mixtape, and it's all industry beats, and you know what I mean? I hope you would like it, just like This Is Hip Hop. That'll be the second of 5 free mixtapes that I'm dropping. I'm working on, I already finished The Healer, so that's coming out August 11th, and then I got this new thing's dedicated to Wu-Tang Volume 3. I'll be working on that slowly. That's coming out November 9th. And then Hip Hop for the Culture will be out November 12th. So I got to get both of those mixtapes done. And, you know, the mixtape, Hip Hop for the Culture, will be easier. It's the Wu-Tang one that's going to be the work. That's going to be a lot of work because I'm putting together a bunch of songs just like I did on the last 2. Yeah. Let's get it done, man. And then the album comes out December 1st. Right? I have an album called GIO, which stands for just Geo, which is my original nickname that was like my mother named me Giovanni Francesco Cooper, and most people that know me closely call me Gio. Even at the job, they call me Gio. They know me as Gio. So I use that as an acronym, just like I did the last couple of albums with the G-O-D, Greatness Over Dominance, the K-I-N-G, you know what I'm saying? So this one, G-O, God is Omnipresent. That'll be coming out December 1st. So I got a lot of work ahead of me. And hopefully y'all get it. I'm not tripping on fanhood. I'm not tripping on status. I'm just putting out the music. Whoever grabs it, grabs it. Also get the merch. I got merch, you know what I'm saying? AfricanManborn.com. Link you to Shopify. I'm working on my Shopify store now, but also you can still order. I'll tell you what I have, and then we'll go from there. I'm also getting back into the oils, but not yet. The oils will probably be back around April as well. Incense, y'all can get incense anywhere, but if you want me to get them for you, you'll know the prices. I'll put it on my website. Shirts, hoodies, all that stuff will be coming, so just stay tuned, all right? Peace. If you want to check out any new music, any new videos, any new material, I'm coming out with a series of mixtapes this year, and all of it's going to be on AfricanManborn.com. I won't be releasing it on YouTube. The only one that's going to be released is This Is Hip Hop, which is coming out February 1st, all right? But the rest of them, Rhythm and Poetry, the TA Volume 2 mixtape, this new thing's dedicated to Wu-Tang mixtape, the hip hop for the culture, and also the healer. All of that's going to be released just on AfricanManborn.com. Free download. I'm not following any community standards. I'm not following industry standards. You want a book and all of that, you have to hit up Ms. BK, Legal Mob Entertainment, or Martil at gmail.com. And AfricanManborn.com to get anything. All right, AfricanManborn.com. Peace.